This is a Cure Media special presentation. This is Lightning News Breaking News. I'm at Vardy J in New York. Some new word has just came in about Inazuma 11 Great Road of Heroes. Level 5 CEO Akihiro Hino released the news early on July 15th, stating, "New Inazuma 11. Next week we will update the development blog and release information in the form of updates. Everyone who has been waiting a long time, please be assured that we are making it properly. Looking forward to next week." Enclosed in the tweet was a photo that showcases the new main character Sazanami Unmei and an unidentified new character. This is a Lightning News special report. We've just gotten some brand new news about Inazuma 11 Great Road of Heroes. Level 5 CEO Akihiro Hino posted about it to his development blog, stating the following. "This is Hino. Today we'll report on the progress of the latest Inazuma 11 work. I was afraid I couldn't give you any information, but I'm sure it's moving forward, so I'll show you some of our progress. Lightning News understands that there will be a new name for the game, Inazuma 11 Road to Victory. There will be two modes, story mode to follow the story of Sazanami Unmei, and a chronicle mode where you can collect all the characters from the entire history of Inazuma. This new name change coincided with a new logo and cover art striking a cloud motif, which is supposed to represent how clouds create lightning. Gameplay has also slightly been altered. Using the Nintendo Switch's touchscreen, the player can now drag lines and place players throughout the field, just like in the mainline Inazuma 11 games on the DS. You are also now able to play using a controller, similar to how players are controlled in the Strikers games. Level 5 is reportedly making adjustments to the game to avoid unfairness during matches. Lightning News also understands that the setting is different this go around as well. Instead of Ryman Junior High for the first time, this will be now a school in Nagasaki, Kyushu. Hino later said that there might be new information by the end of the year, so we should stay tuned. Still, this comes after nearly 4 years of what gamers call development hell, industry jargon for a project or concept that remains in development for an especially long time. Initially announced as Inazuma 11 Aries, Level 5 intended for it to coincide with the anime release, which has been the case for many previous entries into the franchise. The game was going to be released on PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, iOS, and Android, making it the first mainline entry to not be exclusive to only Nintendo consoles. Supposed to release alongside the FIFA 2018 World Cup, preparations for the game took longer than expected, causing development to start later than planned. Games prior to this point were developed exclusively by Level 5 with the exception of Inazuma 11 SD. However, due to the time constraints, they enlisted the help of a third party. After things fell through with that third party developer, it was back to square one. Not to mention, the staff were becoming less motivated and criticism on the internet was spreading, which according to Hino made the situation quite difficult. In an April 2020 blog post, Hino admitted that he believed that there was, quote, no choice but to discontinue development. Still, Level 5 still had supporters for the project, thus giving Hino the motivation to keep on with development. They started development on a new game concept, which would utilize the Yokai Watch game engine and would feature a brand new storyline. Level 5 also took these new creative liberties to create a game that isn't tied to the anime release, as has been the case up to this point. On the new concept, Hino said that it will take more time, but we will aim for a culmination of Inazuma 11's works with a high degree of freedom. From there, it will be a new guideline that incorporates the context so far and new ideas. In September 2020, Hino announced that Level 5 would be putting Inazuma 11 Great Road of Heroes on the back burner to focus on Yokai Watch Yokai Academy Y. This was due to business reasons. Hino later updated on the plans on April 2021, making a video presentation showing off the game and explaining some of the latest changes. This coincided alongside a blog post which updated fans on some of the problems that they were facing. Hino said, quote, "I would like to report that Inazuma 11 is progressing towards completion. We're at the stage of solving the piled up problems one by one, like how to manage 2 data volumes and how to realize a match system without a stylus. All of us staff are looking forward to the day when the new Inazuma 11 will be completed with the online feature, so please be patient. I'm really sorry to have kept you waiting for a long time, and it will take a little bit more time, but we will make it worth it." In 2022, rumors surrounding the game's development arose. These rumors detailed that the new title would be a gacha game similar to Inazuma 11 SD. These gained traction from a Twitter thread that made relatively unfounded claims about the future of the game. But what is a gacha game? Well, in lamest terms, it's a game that encourages players to spend in-game currency to get a random prize. In these games, in-game currency can be obtained through various means like gameplay or through microtransactions, a business model where gamers can use real-world currency to receive virtual goods. Inazuma 11 has played off of this concept in the past in the form of its gacha machines and Kizuna coins. However, this mechanic was largely a smaller portion of the game rather than a core mechanic, as is commonly the case with other games in that genre. So far, the only evidence that loosely supports their claim is a lone screenshot from an unidentified source, that of which puts Inazuma 11 Great Road of Heroes in the collection and football RPG genre. However, Inazuma 11, like Pokemon and other team-building RPGs, have always been about collecting characters. Therefore, it's more likely that the collection descriptor is derived from that aspect rather than a gacha game concept. Today, the only complete Inazuma 11 gacha game is the now discontinued Inazuma 11 SD. This game relied on the collection of characters through events like weekly randomized selections and through purchases made using the in-game currency Inazuma coin. Now, the announcements aforementioned earlier in this report reaffirm the fact that this claim was in fact false, though it's important to keep an open mind as information is likely to change. Lightning News will continue to update you when new information arises, but for now, reporting from New York, I'm Edvardi J with Lightning News. This is Lightning News Breaking News. I'm Edvardi J in New York. Today is the 14th ever Inazuma Day, celebrating the series' 14th anniversary, and Level 5 CEO Akihiro Hino has released some brand new images alongside the following caption: Inazuma 11 Heroes Victory Road, a tribute to Inazuma's 14th anniversary. To celebrate, here's a gameplay screenshot, plus 3 rough storyboards. More information will be packed and released later this year, so please be patient. The quality of the game will be packed with gritty stuff from now on. All 3 storyboards feature that unidentified new character alongside the new main character Sasanami Unmei. It's still unclear what this new character's role will be in the game, but we're sure that more information will be revealed at a later time. For a complete timeline of the game's development, check out our special report on last week's edition of Lightning News, and expect a new episode of Lightning News in 1 to 2 weeks' time. But that's all for me now. From New York, I'm Edvardi J with Lightning News. This is a Lightning News newsflash. I'm Edvardi J in New York. Akihiro Hino posted a brand new image tonight of a few character models for Sunny Wright, Victoria Vanguard, Tard Ironside, Bastille Hardy, and more. This was done in celebration of Japan's win against Germany during the 2022 World Cup. Hino is expected to make an announcement later this month regarding future plans for development. It is expected that a few images will be released alongside the announcement. We'll be right there when the news breaks, but for non-stop Inazuma content, you can count on Lightning News to give you the facts without the filler. From New York, I'm Edvardi J with Lightning News. This is a Lightning News newsflash. I'm Edvardi J in New York. We have a very short newsflash for you tonight because, as promised by Level 5 CEO Akihiro Hino, we have some brand new images and even a gameplay trailer for Inazuma 11 Victory Road of Heroes. Hino explained that recently they have been unable to produce a satisfying output of content due to company circumstances such as the delivery date and planned budget. However, the blog post reaffirmed the gameplay mechanics set by Hino in his earlier blog post. He says that more information will release in February 2023, and we'll be there to cover it like we always have. We'll play out this report by showing you this video posted by Hino that showcases everything you need to know. Good evening. Level 5 CEO Akihiro Hino has announced that the Level 5 event set for later this month will be pushed back to March 9th. Along with this announcement was an update to the Level 5 website, which showcases the English logo for what is now simply Inazuma 11 Victory Road. Other titles on the site include Deca Police, Fantasy Life, Megaten Musashi W, and Professor Layton New World of Steam. This confirms earlier rumors which reported that the new Inazuma 11 games may get an English release. We will closely monitor the situation for further information. In New York, I'm VROH with Lightning News.